of you, especially those who are watching this on public facing channels like YouTube, are not part of our community. So I'm actually going to cover this really quickly, the entire process. This is the PDF that's available to those of you who are in our community, but I want it to be publicly available as well for those who are not going to sign up or can't afford it, or that sort of thing. So here are really the rudimentary steps. All of this can be done by anybody watching this. It's very, very easy. And again, it's 5 steps to creating products that build a community. Step number one is pick an LMS. Most people sort of over play this part of the process. It's not that important whether you choose Gumroad or Podia or Lemon Squeezy or Teachable, or Kajabi. I mean, there are price considerations. I like Podia because we're an affiliate for Podia. So our partners.mindfulmarketplace.com community is running on Podia, and all of our courses are already on Podia. So I generally start from that position when I'm creating something new. Although we do have WooCommerce products as well as a community, we have Gumroad products as well, and as many of you know, we've taught other courses on Circle and Pathright and similar, software as a service LMS solutions. So pick an LMS, but don't overthink it. If you're starting from scratch and have no money, Gumroad is great. You're going to want to incorporate an affiliate, ambassador, or partnership program. This is always super important. So, Gumroad has an affiliate program. Podia does too. Other, like Buy Me a Coffee, for an example. That's a great platform for selling products. They don't, to my knowledge, have a affiliate program. So that's a reason not to select that platform, right? Because you want to be able to, have folks refer your content, your courses, your products, and your programs to their communities. That's a big part of what we're doing, and it should be as well for you. All right, and here are just some more thoughts about the LMS. But I recommend, if you have a little bit of a budget, go with something like Podia. If you want to see 30 plus courses that we've created on Podia, go to partners.mindfulmarketplace.com, and you can see some of those courses on our homepage and some of our community courses as well, and it'll give you a good sense of what Podia can do. All right, step number two. This is really important. Create a content cornerstone, which is essentially the antithesis of a sort of an endless outline. It's instead a very focused document that silos everything you know in a very specific and strategic way. So you're essentially going to create micro courses, micro content, micro products, tiny products is what we're calling them, rather than just data dumping all your niche knowledge or everything that in one place, right? Because that's really where everyone gets overwhelmed, is thinking you have to share every little iota of experience, expertise, information that you have with your audience, and that just leads people to procrastinate. So silo this very carefully. Use a content cornerstone. Again, if you're in our community, I've written quite a bit about what a content cornerstone is, how to create one. And if you want to work with us, with our little studio, or with me specifically, I will actually get on the phone with you and help you do this. In an hour, you will have an entire slew of new products to create and a lot of inspiration with which to create them. All right, again, this is part of the same sort of animal. Finite focus is better than fierce focus. You don't want to just say you're focused and not focus on getting anything done. You want very, like, you want to build a boundary or a bucket around your course, your product, your community, so that you're only doing one thing at a time, right? You're not like saying, I'm going to just share everything that I know about ABC topic with my audience, because you'll never get it done. So take a very small sliver of what you know and actually teach just that one thing using this finite focus. So there's only a certain amount of bandwidth that can be actually applied to that one topic before it's taught, and then you move on to the next thing. Again, avoid the urge to overwhelm. The universe is telling you the exact course, product, program you need to create. I don't mean this in a metaphysical way. I mean this, that you can just go use keyword tools or keyword research tools that will tell you the questions that people are asking in the niche that you have knowledge or expertise. And then you simply just teach that, right? I mean, there are tools now that you can use that, if, again, we're working with you, we have tools that we use and paid for that will allow us to tell you exactly what questions people are asking, in whatever niche it is that you want, or whatever product that you want to create or course you want to teach. But there are also sort of competitive intelligence and sort of audience intelligence keyword questions out there as well. There's something called Gummy Search, which is kind of cool, which will search Reddit for people's problems and help you create products around those. Just tons and tons of good intelligence out there. So just focus on that, not on getting overwhelmed. All right, I'm going to move through the rest of this quickly because I want to just get this published. But email outreach to niche neighbors. I mean, affiliates, you cannot overstate how important it is to recruit affiliates for your products, for your courses, for your community. So, going back to this, pick an LMS that has that built in. Gumroad does, it's free. Podia is not free, but they have an affiliate program. So it's teachable. You can actually use affiliate marketing tools like Get Rewardful. There's First Promoter and LinkMink and tools like that. But if you're just starting out, it's easier just to have that built in to the bones of the product or the platform that you're using or the software to sell your stuff, right? Be generous, overpay people in the beginning to become affiliates for you. I mean, remember, if you're selling a $10 product and you're giving away $9 of that to your affiliates, they're going to be really, really excited and stoked to get 90% commissions. But you don't have to pay the affiliate on the next sale you make to that person. So they're actually building your list in some way for free. And then your second and third and fourth and fifth products, all that money is yours. And you're just using the generosity, kind of idea to get people really interested in promoting your products, right? I mean, you're selling $100 product, maybe you don't want to give away $90. Maybe you want to give away, $50 or $60, but still, you want to be able to be really generous in the beginning because those folks will actually build your audience for you simply by dint of your own generosity. All right. um, Cohorts. What can you borrow to build? Cohorts are essentially people going through a piece of content or a course together in a time metered way. So you want to actually use that. It's very pro social. People who are engaged in content together tend to complete the content much more quickly with much more enthusiasm. So, focus on that as well. Encourage engagement, lots of Q&A. I mean, I just bought a template a couple days ago that's just like questions that you can ask that are sort of icebreaker questions for a community. They're not even related generally to the topic that we're teaching, but they're just fun, like just fun questions, right? And these sorts of things can be really good to kind of let people drop their guard a little bit and get enthusiastic and excited about what it is that you're offering in a cohort based community. All right, small groups of people with the same end objective or goal. Your content introduces your idea, but your community transforms people from into rock stars, right? So I mean, you want to think about the community being the actual real high value proposition that you're making when you're creating courses. Again, something like Podia or Circle or those sorts of mighty networks, Buddy Press, Tribe, a Facebook group, even a Discord or a Slack channel. All those things can really, really create high engagement experiences for your members. you know, Again, scaling all this, I mean, when we've created 30 some courses, when I say we, largely me and a couple from other people on my side of, the partnership street, right? But out of the 30 plus courses that we have for sale on our partners.mindfulmarketplace.com, and there are lots of other courses that are no longer for sale that I created years ago. So it's probably closer to 50 courses altogether, but it's just a matter of keeping on like hitting the same idea over and over and over again. What can you borrow to build? What can you leverage to launch? What products, programs, software, services, all these sorts of ideas that you can, just kind of rinse and repeat in the service of sharing small, tiny ideas that give people insight, information, and kind of inspiration to actually do great things in their own lives, right? Keep creating new content, new courses, new cohorts, be imaginative, create funnels. One of my favorite things to do. I hate the word funnels because it sounds like such an internet marketing kind of like, like scammy, silly statement, funnels. But one of the things that you can really do is use the for funnel, right? And when I say for, it's FOR, like mindfulness for moms, mindfulness for kids, mindfulness for teens, mindfulness for dads, mindfulness for athletes. Like, so when I'm creating content for this challenge that we're doing, that's how sort of thinking about scale, right? Is using for as a way of qualifying a different audience for roughly the same sort of content. There's not a tremendous difference between a mindfulness lesson for an athlete versus a mindfulness lesson for a mom or a dad or a teen. Now, you may get into different permutations when it's mindfulness for kids versus mindfulness for dads, but it's basically the same general idea that you're just repositioning gently to actually appeal to a different audience, right? So think about for as a funnel, right? As an audience within the larger topic that you're creating content around. All right, strategy, structure, sequence, and story. What's the big idea? What goes where and why? What goes when and why it matters to you, and why it ought to matter to the rest of us, which is the story. All of this is really stuff that I cover much more detail in our community, but you can pretty much sort of get the general gist of what that means by dint of that instruction. There's another cough. Okie doke. So hopefully this has been helpful. If you're interested in taking part in or working with me in March to actually create your own products, I can literally in a month working every week by phone with you. You will have your own productized brand and business. You'll have products for sale. Affiliates, you'll be making money by this time in April. It's March 2nd. So if that's appealing to you, reach out, mindfulmarketplace@gmail.com, and I'll send you some more details. Or leave a comment if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're in our community, obviously, just respond to any of the emails that you're getting from us or from me about the 30-day product creation challenge. Thanks so much for watching. Teach what you know, do what you love, wake up the world with your work. I appreciate you hanging into the end, and have a wonderful day.